Hey alchemists, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Jenda, and this is my Let's Play of Opus Magnum. In the last episode, we finished Chapter 4, House Soria, and we're now beginning Chapter... Chapter 4 is called An Uncommon Ally, but we're beginning Chapter 5, Opposing Plots, which I believe is the finale. I think this is just extra challenges and such. You are invited to the Fortunatus Ball, the Celestial Ballroom, the Grand Observatory of House Soria. Guests of honor, Teros Colvan of House Colvan, Lania Preuss of House Montfort, Seno Juvenal of House Juvenal, and presenting Clara Soria of House Soria. Music, the Orchestra Cuvier, the Soria Ensemble. Entertainment, the Right Baron's Players. So the plan, as I'm understanding it, is that Clara Soria is going to seduce, kiss, and assassinate Teros Colvan for us. We helped her make a bunch of fancy her outfit and such, but I don't think we've made the poison yet. But anyway, here we are. Verin, it's my understanding that alchemists must pass a difficult course of study at the Imperial University, and therefore only a very small number graduate. That is correct. And therefore alchemists tend to keep track of each other even as they spread out across the city. Oftentimes. It follows, then, would it not, that the alchemist of a house like House Colvan would be aware that another house like House Van Dassen had a new alchemist? Teros, I see where this is going, and I want to say, and yet I'm surprised to say that my alchemist somehow neglected to keep this in mind and did nothing to detain or incapacitate him during this time. How strange, don't you think? I've explained this. We made our best attempt, but he slipped away somehow. If you'd notified me sooner that the shipment of ore was missing... Excuses. I hear only excuses from you. Please, young Teros, must I remind you that your father and I... My father? My father should have gotten rid of you long ago. You're not fit to mention his name. You fancy yourself a strategist, but your counsel is worth even less than your alchemy. Leave me. You're making a mistake, Teros. I said... leave. He's definitely making a mistake, yeah. The only thing he actually really had going for him in the war was pure aggression and using his alchemist right. And without his alchemist, I think that will be significantly damaging. Okay, so we got 5 new puzzles. First of which is Mist of Hallucination. When you first suggested getting a mannequin, I thought you were joking. I wasn't. It was useful for finishing Clara's dress, was it not? Yes, it was, but I hardly expect you to consider such matters. Now that the dress is done, we could dispose of it. No, I have a use for it just as soon as I finish this formula. Should I be alarmed? No, or maybe, but only a little. What are we doing with the mannequin with our Mist of Hallucination? Okay, well, this is a complicated and annoying shape to make for sure. Right, so we have the lead and we have the air, but we need 4 of the air. Honestly, first thing with the air is... probably to make 2 pairs that we can then connect together, right? Although we're also gonna need... No, use this for that, so yeah, that's okay. So this will... Yes, no problem. Wait, I'm rotating too much. This will make that, no problem. I'll have to repeat it, but that's fine. I could also have an extra arm if we wanted to do it faster. But put it over here, but I think this will be fine. Then we're going to need another arm up here, which will do something quite similar. This is counter Still needs to be counterclockwise. Something quite similar, but with this, so that we can get... I think that's just... I found this finally recently. That's tin, right? Yeah. So we just need to promote the lead once. Be nice to have Quicksilver, but we don't, so... Yes, that'll do the trick. Tin. Grand. I might have to reverse this at some point, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Then... Let's see, there'll be an arm. Probably here will do. Which, as soon as that is made, we'll grab it. And rotate it to... I know exactly what I need to do here, I just need to get it right. Grab, rotate, counterclockwise, like so. No, an additional rotation, and then more pivoting as well. Which will cost time, but it's necessary. An extra pivot as well. Oops. Yes, that's perfect though. That. And then I'll just need the other one to bond right there. And then we can bond these onto it. Probably with a separate glyph, but we'll see. After you've done that, you will reset. U1 will fully repeat your previous instructions. And as soon as it's done with that, you will grab, rotate, and I don't think that's going to cut it actually, but we'll see. No. Ooh, that's going to be a problem, because we would need to rotate before... Well, we can do it up here, too. We just got to get the shape right. Yeah, that should be workable. Okay. So I think all we really need to do is add one extra pivot and one extra rotation. Maybe I'm wildly wrong about that. Nope, that's actually too much. Interesting. Perfect. Okay. This, you will need to grab, rotate, and then I think maybe pivot twice before rotating again? I don't know, we'll figure it out by trial and error if nothing else. Grab, rotate, ooh. I think once would do, right? It was going to collide, obviously. Perfect. Okay. And then we will need that whole thing to be bound with this. Which I do tend to think almost has to be done by another glyph. Possibly one that we could squeeze in right here, though. Let's see if we can squeeze a glyph into right here. Well, but then how would I get both this and that onto it? Well, they kind of wouldn't. At least not without some significant modifications. Okay, if once that's done, I rotate once more this way, what happens? We get this. So I think if I could get that there, that would be perfect, actually. Yes, at least that would be the right location. But it would be hard to do, because I can't have anything right here. No, this wouldn't do the job. It would have to be pissed. Oh, well. If I don't absolutely need piston functionality. Wait, does that already get in the way? It probably does. It definitely will, yeah. Just thinking if I were to put a piston here. Well, I was thinking I'd use a shorter one on a grabber. There's gonna be no clearance here, though. On the other hand, I tell you what. Oh, right. Wrong thing. Retract. Perfect. Then we need this to be bound onto here. How to do that? You release. You rotate it back this way. Okay, that won't be very helpful. It's got to be down here. On the other hand, if I were to rotate again... then I believe it would have to be here. That's going to be a very annoying bond to make. At least not without using another glyph, which I don't want to do, but... Instead of rotating, I had this pivot. Pretty much just looking for the right sort of combination of angles here. Well, unfortunately, this is the first one that will work. I'm just going to go for it. It will add a ton to the cost and really kill the efficiency, but I am dead certain that it will work, so... And I think probably you can see what I'm talking about here. Oops. You reset well before I was prepared for you to do so. Hold up. Well, that's the shape. Not a good way of doing that, but can I pull one of those out? Is that the problem? Yes. Okay. So, well, the instant that resets, you will rotate it this way, and I think hopefully, if it doesn't collide with anything, that'll do it. It very much collides with several things. Okay, problem. Okay, what if you dropped it and you rotated it back this way instead? I don't understand why that caused that to happen, but... Why is 2 resetting earlier all of a sudden? Wasn't a problem a minute ago. Okay, what if I then retract? And then rotate. What if I retract and just sort of slide to the left? Still not gonna make it. It's gonna collide with this inevitably, but wait, I just had another idea actually. forgot we're not at maximum extension, so what if I just, yeah, actually screw all of that, just extend and then reset. And you maybe don't explode. I think you probably still will, but we'll see. Yeah. Oh, you have to release or won't. Okay. Perfect. I think we've crammed it into a pretty efficient area. Could be wrong. I don't know. This one isn't that horrifying. It's not that great either. I think it's probably going to end up being pretty expensive. Actually, we're doing better on cost than we are on cycles. I did cram it into a very efficient area, though. During the battle with House Colvan, I created a mist intended on making outposts inaccessible even if we could not adequately defend them. I remember that. Are you planning a similar strategy? Oh, there is? That is good to know, actually. Something like it. The enclosed environment here's a better place for it anyway. I still can't imagine it delaying someone for long. It's not really for delaying. We should be long gone before anyone gets here. You have a more obscure purpose in mind? I do. You'll see. Thanks for watching, Alchemists. Hope you enjoyed. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, Alchemists. This is Sea Lord Jenda, signing off.